Okay, we'll be going live right now. So hopefully the stream setting I changed is I changed it again just to see if it will make it look smoothly now. So I checked the output on the stream settings to see if there's something wrong with it, because apparently the results I got from recording and streaming aren't the same. And I already noticed why. The video encoder set for that one is like set as hardware. So I changed it to software now and see how it goes. But the catch is I cannot do recording at the same time because this will add extra CPU on there, and I did not want the CPU to overload. So for now, I can just do either stream or record, but they cannot. But both cannot be together. And this does not impact my my content creation in the future though. So that's actually a good sign. Hopefully the animation is quite smooth now. Okay, I'm doing fine, Volk. Just getting ready for the finals. It'll be in like 4 minutes from now. Anyways, this time is Autorun versus Q, or known as Keuston, which is I think Q merged his name with Winston's name, so now it is called Keuston instead of just Q. And then Autorun is just Autorun. And these two will be battling out one last time for the championship. And their name will be remembered through the skin. I did try that, but I'm worried that if I actually change too much on the settings, it could backfire, and I do not want that. Okay, so you said the potency, but hold on, I may have to see where that setting is, but I won't be able to change it now since I'm streaming at the moment. The potency. Potency, is it under video? I don't see it here. General, let's see, potency. Maybe advanced? Yeah, I don't think I can change that here because the... hold on. I may have to see where was it. It's definitely not audio, but it's the output. Oh, the power setting. Hold on. Yeah, I can't change it right now. But anyways, later. I'll have to see how this will go because this is a new setting I started here, which is the software video encoder. So hopefully this is like hopefully the animations look smoother now, because previously it was so terrible. Like I just don't know why the animation is like so choppy on the recording. I bet on Keuston, by the way, if you're wondering. Like the grayed out on Autorun is the indication I already bet on someone already. So hopefully this game will be interesting to see. In about 1 or 2 minutes now, until the game starts. I just noticed that it's like, I noticed that the view count here right now is kind of underwhelming comparing to yesterday's. I'm guessing some people won't be able to make it this time because other things got in the way, which is understandable. But overall, I'm going to stream this anyways to like save the moments of finals. Okay, the match is gonna start relatively soon. The eyeballs is gonna show up very quickly, very soon. So when this one pops up, I will click it right now. All right, here we go. Autorun versus Keuston. Let the final battle starts. I mean, I don't wonder how many times have these two fought each other for the finals. Because I know this is not the first time that they have competed against each other for the final. Could be countless times already, but at least like 2 or 3 times, or could be more than that. Okay, looking at both the boxes, both have tiaras, SP tiaras. Oh, what is going on here? I think they're different people, but it's just that they fought each other a lot of times. Yeah, and also the betting on the thing earlier is like pretty even, like you said earlier, because like both are pretty strong in their own ways. Autorun is a force to be reckoned with, and same with Q. And now we're just gonna wait for them to appear in the game. Hopefully it won't take too long because they have 5 minutes for the queue to start. Okay, so Q is himself and Auto is the pilot. Okay. So I guess Autorun is just not himself, I guess, for this game, but hey, as long as he shows up, that's fine. Whoever's playing that. Okay, there they are. I was about to check up on them and see are they even online, but they're there now. Yeah, I mean when someone describes pilot means someone else is actually playing on their account. Which in some games that might consider as unfair advantages, but in this game we don't really care. As long as someone plays it, it's fine. Okay, it's gonna start in about 30 seconds now. So I think the stream looks okay at this point because I changed the video encoder to software, where previously was hardware for streaming. So I think the animation will look way better now than before. I hope. Okay, they'll be battling on the floating courtyard. Okay, first ban, Enya. Not so surprising there. And then same there, Dragon Slayer first picked. Okay, that's actually good news to know. Because at first, whenever I do streams, I usually get worried about the way how the video will look in the stream. Because most of the time, it's pretty bad. But I guess this time with this change, it makes it look smoothly on my end too. Oh yeah, Mac. There's Mac on Autorun's team, which is Mac is still pretty good for this kind of meta. I personally didn't run him at the moment, but I might saw him back in if I ever had a chance. Well, I mean, if I ever wanted to get him back. Well, how to evaluate what kind of box do I have am I running currently to see whether I want to slot him in or not. Keuston will have to go for the first ban right away. I mean, go for bans right now. Okay, there he goes. Alright, Bright Summoner and Celica banned. And then Dragon Slayer first picked. So this battle is going to be Dragon Slayer battle like yesterday. And then SP Tiaras gets deployed here. We'll be seeing her in action in this battle. Okay, Ilya and Ymir banned. Good bans there to prevent the anti-revive. And there's Bright Summoner. I just read that something. Tiaras and Bright Summoner's portrait looks almost identical, but you can already tell because of their facial expression. Yeah, I mean, like changing boxes sometimes does create a lot of mess. So yeah, sometimes it's best to like not change around things too much. Okay, Tarantel and Eshin banned, which is those are good bans because these two are dangerous. And then Eshin the play for Keuston, or should I call this person just Q? I mean, Q is his original name, but Keuston is his new name. Okay, Bernhardt and Ice banned, and then Bernhardt deploy for Autorun. And now Q had to ban 2 units here. Like I kind of think, yeah, Mac and Ice are banned. Expected. The whale that changed his name. Okay, Rendell and Liana banned, and then Rendell picked here. And now Q can choose either Tiana or AO. And he chose Tiana. And now we're just gonna wait for them to finish setting up their teams. And I can tell this map is pretty tiny, and also battles could go really fast due to the size of the map. And also in the near future, we'll be seeing 2 maps adding to the pool, but at the same time, 2 maps will be retiring. And I believe one of the maps is the basic one, and the other one I think is the one with the fort in the middle. I don't remember which map that was, but like anyways, those two maps will be gone. In their place will be new maps. Okay. Anyways, earlier I did say like not many people are watching right now, but looks like I'm gonna take that back because now there are a fair amount of people watching here. Okay, game 1 starts. Let's see what their stats are. So far my stream looks pretty smooth from here, from my end at least. And SP Tiaras with the SP Holy Knights. Okay, here comes that 3C proc, and then the guard active. And there's Tiana. Okay. Eshin, and then there's Tarantel. Okay, so this Bright Summoner is Holy Bright Summoner, and she's gonna be a healer in this match. Which is expected from this kind of team setup. Made the dagger's thrown, and the guardian, I mean not guardian, protect is not applied yet. Rendell with the sleep skill. That skill, even though it's basic, is actually pretty OP. Oh, all but Tiana gets chained. Okay. I'm guessing that Tiana is Butterfly. And she got chained on the second turn. Well. And also, I don't think Escort can be applied, right? Unless that one can ignore that, but I don't know. Let me see. Escort... yeah, there's nowhere that says, like, ignores immunity. So Escort is not gonna be applied on her when she's buff blocked like that. Okay, so there may be a little bit of a encoding overload right there, but I think it still retains the smooth animation. I mean that one's not that heavy like the other ones, but hopefully it's not like it's not crazy. Okay, and then Liana activates the 3C for Dragon Slayer, negating the debuffs, like all debuffs. And then summon the unicorn for more healing. Okay, unicorn applied on Eshin. Yep, now it's up to SPTRS to make a move, and there she goes, putting mass resist on every unit, and this adds shields to them too, because of her talent. Okay, here comes that Dragon Slayer going in. Yeah, the animation looks way smoother than before. Like that animation kind of shows that. Like I was worried for a sec there, but yeah, the animation is smooth now, which is I'm quite happy about. So yeah, that means no setbacks anymore. Okay, healing. Oh, Unicorn is gonna get sacrificed there, which will cause Dragon Slayer to go into Rage, or I should say Fury. So he will be able to jump in as soon as he's ready. Okay, here comes another Unicorn. Let's see, and this Dragon Slayer is okay, it's an offensive Dragon Slayer, so no tanking for this guy. Yeah, it's like same like yesterday, like both players banned both players banned Enya, and then both of them have first pick Dragon Slayer. Okay, Randel's gonna go again, and this also gives up the turn priority for Autorun. Okay, putting Seal on Dragon Slayer. Yeah, even though that one is a mark, so that means that debuff immunity doesn't really work on it. Okay, Dragon Slayer is moving a little bit closer. Okay, Dragon Slayer is gonna jump right now. Oof, what? Wait, breeze on someone, I think. Who was it? Oh, Tiana. 8 mobility. You're absolutely crazy. Like, Look how far she can reach from there. Uh-oh. I don't know if Q noticed that she can move all the way in right now, but we'll see. But hold on, she's gonna be in guard range anymore. Okay, never mind then. I mean, I think that's a good call because she's chained, so there's no point of doing that right now because that will hurt her more than doing anything. Yeah, that's good progress for Dragon Slayer. I mean, he is pretty good. If you can get him maxed out on bonds, you're pretty much good to go for the most part. Unless you have other things in his kit that needs more improvements, like gear perhaps, or maybe the class mastery. Oh jeez, that sleep is nasty. My goodness. Oh, that's a good sign. Yeah, that's actually pretty hilarious. Like bringing Dragon Slayer in certain battles is pretty fun. Okay, Q is thinking what to do on his next move. As in, Autorun's team is already taking over the middle at this point. I mean, I'm sorry, not Q, Autorun. Okay, Tiana's going to go in right now. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Oh, Dragon Slayer is going to attack. Yeah, the animation doesn't look too bad now, which is great. Great to see. And then Tiana's jumping back to safety. This etching won't be able to use act again here, so that's unfortunate. And then heal on Rendell to give her a bit of a boost. Or hold on, was there any boost besides that? Maybe just Wimple Enchanters, but actually no, there's no cooldown reduce on this one because this is considered a no, this is magic damage. Huh, interesting. So this might got reduced, I think, because this skill is considered an attack skill. Let me see. Yeah, it's the damage. One of the damage skills by 1 turn reduced. Okay, 1 turn cooldown reduced. Okay, more healing, and yeah, the shields, I think they do not stack. It is heal multiple times. Oh, that's good to know. So Tarantel is weak against magic, based on what you said. Well, actually, you said the damage reduction on magic is not gonna work. He works best against physical. Oh, there's gonna be a Tarantel versus Dragon incoming. And he got steal, so he attacked last. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Here comes Dragon Slayers gonna fight each other soon. Here it comes. Uh-oh. And that, like, the Autorun's Dragon Slayer gets to attack last because of the seal. And seems like Autorun's Dragon Slayer is on the losing side. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh, what the world? That stun really did something dirty. Man, if you get stunned while near Dragon Slayer, the enemy Dragon Slayer, that's a guarantee attack on her, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, Bernhardt is moving in. Oh, I'm not sure if you should position him right there though, because Dragon Slayer is going to attack you. after you act out that turn. Okay, single target skill. Let's see, will you survive against Dragon Slayer's Rampage? Oh wow, you do some decent damage. You want to confront Vargas, okay. But Tarantino is gonna take the hit here. And he falls, unfortunately. And Dragon Slayer isn't done quite yet. Oh my goodness. Now, who are you gonna sacrifice for another Tyrant Cell? Probably not anyone, because I don't see any good candidates for that. Best support for Dragon Slayer. To be honest, it's actually pretty complicated with like who are the best synergies. So yeah, there are actually a lot of good synergies around Dragon Slayer, right? He can fit in pretty much any team. Okay, he's gonna sack Tiana, which is expected, somewhat. Okay, stealing Dragon Slayer again. And he's gonna go right in to attack. Oh man, that's a lot of debuffs. Or I should say, maybe dispels, I think? Or do I need dispels involved? No, there aren't any dispels, okay. What did he have for breakfast? That's actually hilarious. Okay, here comes the stomp. And that did decent damage, but not quite enough though. But he's not gonna live the next attack unless he gets healed back up like that, but let's see. Okay, here he comes. He's going to attack, but will he be able to survive the Tyrant's seal? Somewhat. Okay. Okay, his back line is kind of vulnerable, left wide open, but at least those murderers won't be able to pass through those the wall. Okay, Rendao's going to attack. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, one shots him. Oh my. Oh lord. That's not good. That's not looking good at all. Oh, hit another attack incoming. That kills Eshin. Not even a revive could save her. I mean, her revive is already down, but still, that is absolutely ridiculous. And Dragon's just gonna get that health back relatively fast. Okay. And going to stand there. And Dragon Slayer is gonna come in and then fight. Oh, okay. Here comes the 3C. Let's see. With that, no, not quite enough. Wow, he is so tough, man. Yeah, Rendell is absolutely this destroyer against Tyrantel. Alright, Dragon Slayer is going to try to fly away now. And then going back in. Or not. Okay, just going to confront Dragon Slayer through the Fury. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, Bright Summer won't be able to do much against Dragon Slayer's defense because of the class advantage reversal. Yeah, she's not gonna do anything against that. Yeah, damage is too low because of the class disadvantage. Oh wow, holy moly. Tiaras can attack that far. Oh, okay, I did not expect that. I mean, I should expect her because she's capable of attacking for a distance now. Just like from a normal attack. And Q knew already lost at that point, so 1 point goes to Autorun. And now Keuston will be going first, while Autorun goes second. And that battle really shows the highlight of how Tiaras is able to be like went from like being just a healer that doesn't do much damage to very reliable healer that can deal decent damage. I might consider bringing SB Tiaras if I have the resources to get it. I mean, I already got her exclusive, so the only one I need to get it now is the crystals, like not the crystals, like the crystals for the lotto. I think I still have time to get my resources in there. Okay, box change for Autorun. 3 units was swapped out for the 3 backup units. So, anyways, Mac, Tarantel, and Bernhard are gone. In their place is Nonorin, Lightbringer, and Isolde. Yeah, I could tell just by looking at the gameplay that Autorun did. Like I was like, okay, maybe I should consider grabbing SPTRS for myself after seeing that. Okay, so it looks like we hand over the Dragon Slayer battle, at least for now, but Autorun is still going to be picking Dragon Slayer here, because Enya got first ban still. While Q will be able to use Enya here. Okay, Selka and Ilya are banned. Expected. And then Nonoran gets first picked here. Oh, bold move for Autorun to choose that. Okay, Dragon Slayer and Bright Summoner are gone. Yeah, I can see many perspectives on that statement. So like adding SPTRs to my team could bring a huge impact for my box, like with the shields as well as some extra healing. And holy moly, 28 people watching right now. This is probably the highest I ever witnessed. Even though I'm not doing a collab with anyone right now, this number is pretty impressive. At least for me the first time, because usually I get the amount of watchers like 14 at least, but now it's like double the amount. I guess this is expected because this is the final round. And I'm seeing Autorun get to pick up at SPTRs again for game 2. Yeah, I appreciate that. Hold on. Ooh. I appreciate that, Astoria. Thank you for your continuous support, and so is everyone else who are watching here. Okay, Ice and Etching banned, and then Ice gets picked for Keuston. I just realized Q kind of retired Isolde, but I'm not sure for myself though, because I kind of think Isolde is still viable. So yeah, like replacing someone for TRS will be hard for my box, because someone has to be removed. Okay, Randall gets picked for Autorun. And also the pigments are probably gonna go through fast because both players are approaching to like the minimum time left. Okay, Celica and Tiana banned, and then SBTRs gets picked for Q as well. So we'll be seeing SBTRs being played on both sides. And then Solde gets picked here, so like all 3 backup units on Autorun gets picked here. Oh man, hopefully Q is ready for this. Like there's no Norin, Lightbringer, TRS, Randall, and there's also Isolde. All of them are pretty dangerous. Yeah, she could be Dragon Slayer in some degree, but she's not that broken like you said earlier. I kind of feel Isolde is gonna be a tank killer in some aspects, but we'll have to see how the game goes because Q has that one unit on the upper that will give him a upper hand, which is Enya. Enya's gonna be able to copy someone, but however, she won't be able to copy someone on the first turn unless she gets act again. Which in most situations you don't want to do that, especially if you're a P1, because you're basically giving away your first turn priority in doing so. So, although I'm not saying that giving away your first turn priority is a bad thing per se. It's just that as long as you're well prepared for that possibility, that should not matter too much. Oh, the match has already started. Okay, game 2 begins. Looking at their team. Okay, TRS. Okay, mass resist is nice on TRS. So that means like Librarian doesn't really carry that on her own anymore. Well, why does hold on? Mass resist on Lightbringer as well? Wouldn't it be better if she uses Artist Ghost since TRS kind of covers it? Or maybe just serve as a backup just in case? Anywho, Autorun can do his own thing. Or the pilot, not like doing his own thing. Okay, and yeah, SPTRs is gonna get her 3C back faster than usual. All thanks to her talent. Po Enya. I don't know though, because oh wait, I didn't know what you mean. No, Norin is gonna go in and try to pull her out of there. But since she's positioned behind the tank, this is gonna be hard to do. Because Tarantel is immune to displacement. Okay, Sully is on the move, putting Guard Ignore active. Oh dear, this is gonna be a mess. Really quickly. Okay, moving up to like avoid Nonoran from pulling her in the weird direction. Okay, putting Prophecy of Fate on Eshin. I got a feeling that Enya's gonna try to clone Eshin. So that way she can so that way Q will have 2 units with act again. I think. As long as she doesn't use her act again just yet. Okay, not yet. She used the Kree. But it might not be the wise choice though. But we'll see. We'll see how will Q handle this. Okay, so far Nonoran hasn't moved yet. 4 blocks. And I think those water towers allow her to move further. Oh, Rendel's gonna teleport Nonoran forward. That's actually a unique way of using that. Like, not only she's gonna be moving forward, she's also gonna get protected by Rendell. In doing so. This is gonna get really nasty really quickly. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. Flying back up. Putting Chain Whip on Eshin and herself, taking no damage because of the shield, protecting them from that. Okay, is Nora going to move in or what? Because since she's already that far, which she will be able to reach on the enemy side. Or Autorun could just straight up like keep her in a ready position, but not move in just yet. Yeah, I would have thought so too. The wave caller. Okay, she's gonna. Wait a minute. Why did she move there? Interesting. Oh, I didn't know why. She moved there because to avoid Q's attack. That could be inflicted on the Norin. Ah, pretty sneaky. I mean, I think Aura knew that if he moved forward like that, it's gonna be reckless. So, and also since her current position will be reachable for the clone Ice Abyss to attack. The RNG is on Q's side. Yeah, I probably would say no, not necessarily. I mean, you can still get out of the way without using that, but I don't know why Outrun chose to do that, but I guess it's to allow her to move further within the tiles she created. But at the same time, that's usually a waste. Waste of a skill. Okay, here comes DRS, doing her the 3C. What was that debuff about? Was that the... Okay, so that debuff did not even get applied. whatever that was. I think that was the speed decrease. Does this mean mobility? Why is this called speed decrease? This is weird. Anyways, I would assume that is mobility. So, yeah, so yeah, with this buff, this basically means Rendell is kind of useless. Yeah, everyone has the mobility decrease immunity. Yeah, so yeah, I think SVTRs is probably the definitive answer against Rendell's mobility manipulation. Because she will just in fact like completely ensure that your units doesn't get penalized by the mobility reduction. Oh yeah, and also speaking of Enya, I just noticed that Enya is in this battle, so what if Q ends up doing something that can be pretty funny? Like, what I mean funny is, like, getting Tyrant Tail copy and then creates another version? That'll be hilarious. But we won't be seeing it just yet, though. As long as Tyrant Tail can survive. To see it happen. And what else makes it funnier is that someone thinks this is a bug in the main core's bug report channel. Which I get why he thinks that way, but at the same time, it's not really a bug. It's because of their talents, like whenever Tyrant Tail dies, he creates the that whatever spirit that was, and then he can use that to convert himself to another unit, and then it is treated as a normal unit, which is pretty weird and also hilarious, and also anyway, you get what I mean. It's pretty funny, but of course not fun for the opponent when they had to witness that. Okay, Ashin's going to activate Rainbow Sparkles to like speed up the whatever that was. But actually, it's gonna reset anyway, so it probably won't matter if you're not resetting anything. Okay, putting dash on Enya. Okay, no Norn's gonna move. Okay, activates that skill and then more water placed. Now I wonder if this water terrain reduces mobility. I mean, it is treated as water, so I guess it does. Okay, comes the wave call. Okay, it's gonna kill that clone ice. Here it comes. Yep. Down she goes. Down she goes. And now she's just going to move away from that. Oh well, plan foiled. Won't matter though because there's no depth on the enemy team on Q's team yet. because the clone isn't considered as a unit, but rather a illusion that has like 100% stats inherited. And now, yeah, I don't have norm either, so I also feel the same way. But at the same time, they're totally optional for your Apex box. They're not necessarily a must-have because they're more like a side grade than an upgrade. And nice placement on the ice there to prevent the enemies from approaching you. Now, I'm wondering what units can reach over there. I don't think... yeah, the Norton doesn't have skills right now, so she won't be able to do anything. Now the question is, will she going to go in there and attack no Norton? Because she can hook onto the unit from there. Yeah, new possibilities is always nice. Okay, seal supremacy on the Norton. But the good news is the Norton is going to come back in the future, which of course you're not going to be missing out for long. And if you're lucky, you might end up getting her as an off banner. Okay, Tiaris is getting closer to the team. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't think the Norton's gonna get pulled towards her from there. So the only option she can do there is by pulling herself to it. But I think that might not be the wise choice. Now, what are you gonna do with that? Blessing of Sebric. You cannot use dash yet, but you're putting the decree on yourself. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely June. Yeah, June something. I gotta check again just to make sure. Okay, let me look at the update news or update info out here. This is just speculation, so hold on. Yeah, it's on the O-Swim banner, like on June. Like this will include Saffron and the Norin. And like has all the heroes up until Saffron and Norin on that one. But if you for some reason miss that one, don't worry, you'll get another chance on the month next after June. But that one will be on Rate-Up banner. Which doesn't really make much difference because they're both Rate-Ups anyways. So yeah, anyways, for the Norin, your chance of getting her is on either June or July, depending on which month you prefer. But the best one is obviously June, but if you miss her for some reason, you will get another chance on July. Okay, here comes the teleport and just move her back by 1 block. And then putting chains on them, but Time Top resisted that one. Now, let's see. The clone can be created here. But would that be a risky move right now? Hold on a minute. Oh, it's through mass resist. Okay, that explains the counter against Rendell. Okay, mass resist is going to be applied there. And that 3C is going to be back really quickly, thanks to her talent. Okay, Q didn't move right at the moment, but does stand someone. Oh, Talent out ahead of Ice. Okay, Eshin on the move. Decree on herself to speed up the cooldown. Or actually wait. Yeah, maybe to speed up the cooldown already, but okay, Ice moved and then okay, Eshin resets all the cooldown. Yeah, that one is gonna be hard to break because of the DR, the high DR on her. But only for one attack though, kind of like the same deal with Epsilon. Now I wonder if that positioning is probably a mistake. Yeah, there's nothing that will stop her from like getting hooked. But we'll see what will Q do here because tiaras can get pulled. And also Enya can copy someone. But that cannot be Ice because she's already copied. Yeah, bait is probably it. Because this will leave Isabis open if she go in like that. But now that Lightbringer is now blocking the trajectory of the pole, Yeah, that bait is really a setup from the beginning. Okay, Enya's going to go in to copy someone. Who could it be? Copying, oh geez, that Enya copied Nonorin from Autorun's team. Oh dear. Yeah, and now with the current battle going on, like now Nonorin is on the Q's team. In the form of a clone, and that AoE cancels the damage reduction. Oh my goodness, Nonorin's going to wreak havoc here. Yeah, this is what you get for having Enya like get too close to you. Oh, actually, that healing ability does work like a Rosensteel's healing. Interesting. I thought it's gonna be like typical TR's heal, but no, this also works on AoE. Oh, interesting. Oh dear. That's not gonna pull anyone except for the ones down there. Okay, AoE. You're going to single target into Rendell. And Rendell dies to a clone Nonorin. Yeah, if you let Enya through, be prepared for something like this. Like you have to prepare yourself against like the enemy that can use your enemies against yourself, which is really nasty. Okay, he's not going to attack, which makes sense. But I wonder, is Nonorin is going to be pulled here? Let's see. Anything that's preventing the pull or? No, I don't think so. Okay, she got pulled out of the guard range. Wait, she has anti-act again? Or no, actually no, not really. I don't know, usually you will be able to act again out of that one, but I guess not. Unless there's something that's stopping her. Hold on. Pretty weird. I might have missed something actually. Yeah, that was pretty brutal if you think about it. Like having Enya copy enemy units like that, that's pretty brutal. It's like using your own units against yourself. There's been battles like that like ever since Enya's debut. And also my streams has like an insane latency, but hopefully it's okay on your end. But anyways, game 3 is gonna be starting soon, and Q is going first again, while Autorun goes second. And the map that we'll be playing on is Eye of the Desert, so the desert map. So this battle will be interesting to see how they're gonna end it here. Huh. I just realized Leo Smart is not streaming today. I'm guessing he's away. Okay, box have changed once more. Autorun reverted his box back to the original. While Q's team swap out AO for Mac and Ginzu. Okay, Dragon Slayer gets first picked here, Enya gets first banned, so we'll be seeing Dragon Slayer battle here. Once more, like with the first game. Both sides now have Dragon Slayer. I think Aura already knew what happens if he let Enya through. Something crazy like that's gonna happen. I mean, of course, he did try to play like how to counter against Enya, but it didn't really work out in Aurun's favor. Like, holy moly. Apex Arena, let me think. I think usually one season is like about like 2 or 3 months on the ladder climbing, and on the playoffs is like it's like 256 players will be competing at once, and then every round is going to reduce by half. So 256 will be first time, and then the second one will be the next day. It will be 128, and then cut that in half again for the next week, which is 64 to 32. And they both will be taking place in 2 days. And then on the top 16 is roughly 2 months for both phases. Like 2 months for ladder climbing and 2 months for the well, actually no, maybe just one month or so. I just don't remember the actual math on how many times would the thing be split in half. Anyways, I may have to check. It might be like almost 2 months for the playoffs, but I may have to check. Once that's over, or I can just log into my ult to see the actual timing. Because trying to remember everything in my head at once is usually gonna cause my head to think too hard. Okay, if you hear anything in the background, that's just me logging into my ult to check the time on the Apex Arena schedule. Okay, matches. Let's see. Elimination match schedule. So, okay, so it's like roughly like there'll be 8 days taking place, and each of them, actually, yeah, it is a month for playoffs. So. Yep, not 2 months. Whoops, my bad. So that 2 months on the ladder climbing, and then 1 month of playoffs. Roughly. Yes, as soon as the season's over, a new one will begin on the next weekly / major update. And looks like I have my snacks now. That explains why my head is like feeling a bit hot. Anyways, I'm gonna mute myself so you guys won't hear me chewing on anything. I wonder what I missed. Is it like are you talking about the summoning system? How the game works, like for Langrisser and Sora Convaleria? Yeah, when it comes to the polls, I think Langrisser might have done a bit of a somewhat better when it comes to like the pity rates, but when it comes to like guarantee polls, Sora Convaleria might have some ways that might be somewhat guaranteed because 180 is the hard pity, which will guarantee the character. But for Langrisser, you could actually get that one early if you're lucky. And also around like half the anniversary and the full anniversary, everyone's gonna be able to get their hands on the hero bag, which of course it's meant for premium players. Although of course there'll be some free bags that you can get through like at the beginning of the game. Like you can get one for the faction buff leaders, and then another one for another set of heroes, I believe. Okay, Mac and Ginzu is going to be moving relatively soon. Oh, okay, I see. I see what you mean. The pick and bans for the Langrisser. Okay, but for the SOC, I see now. I was just wondering what does that mean earlier. Okay, my bad if I misunderstood you. Yeah, I agree with that one because Sword Convaleria, they did try that before. I think I don't remember which month that was, but yeah, one of those like sessions where like they did like a playtest like does like that plays similar to Apex but in SOC's style. And of course the pick and bans could be confusing at first, but I mean to be fair, that game is actually relatively new at that time, and there really isn't much heroes you can build up at the beginning at least. But now I think it's kind of a fair comparison. But when it comes to how SOC handled that kind of system, Langrisser does the best here because they kept the game mode consistent throughout the season. For SOC, they just run it once and then they didn't run it again. And also, the PvP mode for that game is rather treated as a secondary, or I should say side mode, I would say, rather than a main part of the game. And which turned off a lot of people's interest of competing in that game. I still play the game to this day because I enjoyed the story and then the events they rolled out. But other than that, PvP is not really their focus. Which I do understand because they want to make a different keep them apart from between the casuals and competitors. And of course, that game isn't meant for everyone. That's for sure. Same can be said for Langrisser. Because some people prefer to be like competitive, which is good for them. But some that wants to be playing casually, they have other choices to go for. Okay, here comes the unicorns, or I should say the whales, or dolphins. Actually, they're dolphins, I think. Sharks and dolphins on the Echo Light Bright Summoner. Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing about the reason why PvP isn't going well for SOC is because the turn order is determined by your unit speed, which in the longevity of like the competitive scene, it's not really that consistent. And I'll tell you why. Because there's that one time I noticed that the faster units you have on your team, you'll be doing more turns than your opponent, which in the long run is not fun. Yeah, I see your point there. SOC's yeah, the way how SOC handles the turn order is not by your preset, but rather determine their speed. And this also applies in PvP. And also, that game itself has like a stage hazard. So if you get near one and then you took a hit from a barrel, that does serious damage. And also that game requires you to be really precise on positioning, because if you mess up on positioning, your unit will die by either by a heavy attack or even getting pushed into like a water, which will instantly kills the unit. Oh, and Magnuser just killed off Tiana just like that. What are the odds of that happening there? Uh oh, Dragon Slayer incoming. He is upset now. Oh yeah, Tower Conquest game mode is kind of like kind of reminds me of Langrisser's Timeless Trials, in some ways. But the one thing that kind of sets it apart is the rewards that are given to you each week. It's not as big as Langrisser. Well, I think it really depends on where you're at, but overall, it's like not very much. Yeah, I could see they could implement something like that, but I mean, they kind of did that with the other mode outside of Apex, which is Challengers Arena. But unfortunately, they hardly run those events nowadays. But we might see that come back at some point in the future. But right now, I don't see them doing it. But there's one catch about Challengers Arena because you cannot use your own units, but rather use the units that are given to everyone through the event, and they can choose whatever they want. But the pick and bans, instead of like managing 15 units, you manage 6 units, and the pick and ban rules is different too. And that mode is more like a fast pace rather than Apex Arena setting, where you have plenty of time to think. And there is no backup timer for Challengers Arena. And also another fun mode they could implement in the future is like maybe introduce a way like 2v2 Apex Arena. The pick and bans will be similar, but you'll have 2 players to fight on each team. That will be interesting and maybe even chaotic even. But I don't know if Xeon's gonna be able to have that game handle 4 players at once, but we'll have to see how it goes because so far, when it comes to team battles, only up to 3 players can play at a time. But I don't know if they're gonna be able to do 4 players. Yeah, but the thing is, Times Trials does have a sweep function which will... I mean, if you have the building to like boost the amount of sweeps you can do, then you can pretty much get all those rewards relatively quickly. But the only one, if you got that building maxed out, like that will increases your sweep chances by 9. You'll pretty much just need to clear that one final stage and get all the rewards. As for SOC, there's no such thing as sweep function, which is pretty unfortunate. I mean the arena I'm talking about is Apex, not AI Arena, not that. Definitely no. Now, I can imagine how chaotic it will be if 2v2 mode exists in Apex. Which means that the box they'll be setting up will be different because instead of like managing like I think like 15 heroes, you manage only 9 just to balance out the 2v2. And now Autorun is thinking what to do here. Yeah, if your teammate put auto mode, then that's kind of like setting your team up for a sabotage. I don't know, but we'll see if they even include auto mode. I kind of think they will probably remove that for that mode specific to reduce the trolling. But I'm not sure if they're gonna do that. But I kind of feel they will keep that in. But anyways, this is just a concept, not really like an actual thing. Because imagine they add that into Apex, that would be chaotic. $40 seconds left for Keuston. Can't believe we're still here. Like 1 hour and 48 minutes in already from the stream that I started. Oh, excuse me. Okay, 21 seconds remaining. And Bernhard is on the move. Okay, activates Sword Dance. Now he's probably gonna run in there and get iced, but we'll see. Or not, just gonna attack Mac directly. Oh, that almost did something, but I don't think Mac's gonna kill at this rate. Oh, wait, maybe? No, not quite. Okay. I mean, without the soldiers, you're definitely not gonna do much. But, oh, act again. Oh dear. Oh, now that kills. Oh man, Q almost ran out of time there. Okay, here comes Bright Summoner. I don't think she's gonna reach anyone from there. Man, that timer, low time window for Q is really not gonna be helping him much. Yeah, I mean, if you just started the game, it's oh, what just happened? Wait. What? I'm confused. What's the point of Autorun forfeiting there? Huh? I mean, he has more units than Q does, then why? Why do you forfeit here? That was really weird. Anyways, that wraps up the match, I guess. Unexpectedly. And the winner for this season is Keuston, or known as Q. And I happen to bet on Q. And that means 3 tickets entered in here, so I got some gold as a result. Yep, and there it is. This is the amount of gold I got. I got 906,000 of those, just by those 3 tickets alone. So yeah, anyways, now season 20 is finished. It is currently off season until the Thursday weekly update, where we'll be beginning the new season. And also keep eye out for the skin of like the Apex skin. And that wraps up the stream. And hope y'all have a good day ahead of you. And big congrats to Keuston for the championship winning. Well, for championship I mean. And also winning this final game for all of us to cherish.